Okay, so if you come across this video, please know that this is just me giving you advice. I would never, ever, ever judge or steer you in the wrong direction, but we give honest feedback. We give honest truth here. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, here we post spiritual content, lifestyle videos. Give a thumbs up to this video because that will help grow the community. And hopefully more people that need this video will find it. I was about 18 or 19, I moved in with an ex-boyfriend. And at the time, I thought that moving in with him would solve not only financial issues, but also provide some level of support that I was not receiving at home. And well, I didn't realize that when adults say that the younger folks move too fast, they're honestly saying it because we do be moving fast. I'm so sorry. I'm 23 now, and if I could go back in time and not do that, I really would never do that. But I've learned from my mistakes, and now all I can do is move forward. These are the reasons why you should not move in with a boyfriend unless you all are married, okay? Because there's steps to things in life, and we're just so quick to have everything in the now where we have a lifetime to experience that. There is no rush to move in with a boy that you are dating before marriage. It does not make sense. If you are a love addict, meaning you always find yourself in relationships, you always find yourself investing so much in the relationship, but you're not investing in yourself. Literally, the love in your relationship is what is keeping you alive. Like, you need it. You are codependent to an extent that is just not healthy. It stunts your own growth when you are too absorbed with somebody else because you cannot form a sense of identity, okay? So I think that when you move in with a person, it can become even more easy to get lost in the relationship, especially when you're super young, like 18 or 19. That is the age where you figure out what you want to do with your life. That is the age where you make mistakes and you pick yourself back up again. That is the age where you are figuring your sense of style out. You are figuring what kind of music you like. You're figuring out what kind of person you are. Are you a person that likes to go out? Are you a person that likes to stay in? That is the age of self-discovery. Your early adulthood years, in my opinion, I think that's the age where you're figuring yourself out. Your 20s really is just a time of taking risks and being okay with taking risks. But one thing that you shouldn't do is get lost and lose yourself in a relationship. Because trust me, it's a very difficult process in trying to put the pieces back together when it crumbles, okay? Another reason why you should not move in with your boyfriend is finances, okay? You all are tied legally to a lease. You don't pay your rent on time and your bills on time, that is going to negatively impact your credit score. And when you have a low credit score, it's going to be difficult to attain things in the future, like credit cards, a loan, a mortgage on a house. Credit score is very important. Credit is like a baby that you are cradling. You want to be good, okay? You want to have a good credit score. And unfortunately, when you move out at a young age, especially with your boyfriend, I feel like the chances of you to mess up your credit score is higher. All right, I'm sorry. I don't lie. I will never tell you a lie. Also want to point out the fact that most young adults aren't even in their career fields yet. So are you expecting to have some sort of stability off a minimum wage job? Because again, minimum wage is the minimum. So you really have to factor that in as well. What if you miss a paycheck? What if you're sick? You can't even really take sick days because you have rent to pay. You have bills to pay. This is a very large responsibility that you're taking on at a very young age. So you guys got to think about that too. Anything could go wrong, and when that goes wrong, or if it goes wrong, are you prepared to handle it? Because again, you're tied with a legal binding document. I don't think paying bills at the age of 18 or 19 is normal. It should never be normalized in our society, but with TikTok and Instagram and other social media platforms, we do this thing where we compare ourselves to other people. We see other people living in penthouse apartments or regular apartments or whatever the case may be, and we feel like we need to have it now. We need it now. With how fast we digest information on the internet, our brains are wired as if like we have to have it now, when we don't have to have it now. It's okay. You might not have your own apartment right now, all right? But you work your ass off, and later in life, you will be able to really enjoy the fruits of your labor. You don't have to have it now. You don't have to spend that money on an apartment right now. You don't have to be put in a situation where if he's not paying bills or if you're not paying bills, the other person has to take each other's slack. That is not what you do when you're dating somebody at a young age. That sounds like marriage to me. And that leads me with another point. Because you have lived with your spouse, let's say you do get married later down the road. What difference does it make? You have already been playing, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it, pretend wife. You have already been playing pretend wife. What difference does it make now that you all are married? If you all want to spend a lifetime with each other, you will wait, because a lifetime is a long time. So enjoy your isolation now. Enjoy this period of, again, self-discovery. And then when you guys do get married, you come together as a union. And that's going to be something you two will experience later down the road. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. But you can't do it while you're young. You just can't do it. Your boyfriend is just a glorified roommate. A boyfriend is just a glorified roommate. Live with a friend. Let me tell you the benefits of living with a friend. If you live with a friend, not only are you building a strong friendship, but you're building a sense of community, because now you live with someone that's not only friends with you, but they also have other friends, and it's like y'all can mingle, mix and mingle, and have little parties at the crib. Like, that just sounds better to me. But overall, I don't think an 18 or 19-year-old should be living by themselves at that age. I think that you should be at home. Of course, everyone's circumstance is different, but it's just not the norm to be living on your own. Well, it's good to live with your boyfriend. It's good to live with your boyfriend. I want to make sure that I'm committing to somebody that... Some people on the internet may say things like, listen, some people on the internet might say things like, well, I want to live with my boyfriend because what if I marry him and I move in with him and we're not compatible? And you know what I have to say to that? You know what I have to say to that? This is what I have to say to that. You guys can have sleepovers. You literally can sleep over your boyfriend's house. And I'm not even talking about like when you're a teenager, but let's say later down the road, there are talks of marriage. I think you could sleep over his house. You guys can go on little trips and see how compatible you are in that sense. It doesn't have to be a temporary thing where you guys sign a 1-year lease. There's so many other reasons why you shouldn't move in with your boyfriend. Another reason that I didn't even get into, I'm going to roughly get into this before I end the video, is babies. I'm so sorry, but when you move in with your partner, let's keep it a buck. Sometimes people get down and busy, and that leads to unwanted pregnancies. Do you really want to move in with your boyfriend, possibly have a baby, and not have the adequate funds to raise this child? Again, we don't have to do things backwards. Marriage, baby. No, it doesn't. Baby, no. We're not having babies first and then getting married. It's not. Please, ladies, we just can't. I can't let y'all go out like that. If you've gotten to the end of this video and you still feel like you need to live with your boyfriend, baby, you are being very delusional and stubborn right now. I want you to go find a hobby. I want you to go to school if you're not in school. I want you to do something else with your life that will set you up right for the future, girl, because that's all that I'm about over here. We're trying to do the hard work now. That way in the future, we're setting ourselves up. Listen, I don't want you to be mad at my video now. I just want to let you know that sometimes your friends might lie to you. Your friends are going to tell you things that you want to hear. But a stranger like me, look, I'm going to just keep it 100% real with you. These are some. I could keep going, but I choose not to. I choose peace today. These are some of the reasons why you shouldn't move in with your boyfriend.